welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Oh lord, it's my mic. My bad, my bad. Hello, Briar. Welcome, welcome. I am currently calming myself down and, doing like a mental mantra to be like, Tsukasa, breathe. May Radie not want you to use that mighty carrot against him again. I'm just trying to calm down to whatever Radie's about to spout at us today, okay? Like, I'm trying to stay zen, stay calm. Nothing Radie says today will make me want to take out a frying pan and slam it in his face again. Gotta breathe, We're gonna be fine today, guys. We're gonna be fine. Radie's gonna get his shizzle together and not make me want to get violent again. Gotta breathe in, breathe out. Good lord. Smack him, bruh. Hopefully today, Radie, please get your shizzle together. Is my husband here, the red dragon? For sure he's gonna pop out at some point. I swear. Vilio. I think Lillian said they liked Vilio, if I remember correctly, but yes. Just please, Radie, please. Really, I cannot go through so many strong emotions again. All I want to see is my son discovering the world. Are you sure you don't want to see your son turning into like a ikemen and then finally marrying the son? Are you sure y'all are not here to actually see the son in an adult version? Good lord. Me and Ollie bonding over him, bro. Everyone becoming royalty via the son. Kidnapped? Who got kidnapped? What kidnapped? This is your only I'm not marrying my own. Ollie is okay. Briar rhymes with Friar. That's so cute though. Oh, it's Briar, not Briar. Sorry, my bad. I just reread your Briar rhymes with Friar, and I was like, oh, I said it wrong. My bad. I meant Briar. You know what? Having that there really does help, Briar. I just like testify. Where's my game? Yo, my brain always dead. We finally arrived in Canada and set up our housing tent. Once that was done, we gathered to discuss our upcoming show. Since this will be Calivis's debut, I'd like to make him the star of the show. How's that sound?
いいんじゃないかしら。他のメンバーでしっかりサポートすれば問題ないわね。
Did I just ping myself?
僕がメイン。
Aww, baby. 僕が There's a first time for everything. Be ready for anything and you'll be fine.
よし、それじゃあ早速練習しようぜ。ラリーダとビリオにはこれから野暮用に付き合ってほしいのよ。
アーテールでも言ったが、話を聞くだけだからな。
Valida stood back up, but he was dragging his feet.
なんだよ野暮用って。俺もか？
ビリオの力も貸してほしいことなのよ。そういうわけで王子の教育は一旦あなたたちに任せるわ。
Calivis, I will give you the world. I can show you the world. He instructed us to give Calivas a tour of the city and set up a tent on a sage tower's rooftop. Ah yes, it is your husband. Jinya left with Ralida, and Vilio after that. Per Jinya's orders, the rest of us went into town.
野暮用って一体何を話してるんだろうね。
ジーニアが自分たちに王子を任せるということはよほど大切な用事なのだろう。
Important business, huh? Vilio is a dragon, so I get how he'd be useful. Why Ralida, though?
さあな、そんなに気
Hey,
にな
too,
る
it's
な
my
ら
time to use the
あい
brain
つらが戻
cell.
ってきた時に聞けばい
Alright,
いだ
pop
ろ
off, give
う。
me
毛
your
玉なら
theories,
お前に
homie.
何でも教えるだろうし。
What are our new theories? My English drop. It's okay, Lillian. Our English always drop in here. It's a common debuff in this chat. Oh, right. I'll ask him when I have some time. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Is that what you mean? Shining, shimmering, splendid? I pasted on a smile, trying to cover up my awkwardness. I can't let them know how iffy things are between us. After watching two stream my English, I've not been well, bro. I mean, look, okay. I'm not responsible for English issues. Is Calivas gonna end up being the secret route? Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? I don't want to worry them, and our priority here is to help Calivas grow. Oh, look at Calivas blushing! Once it cleared my mind, I looked up to see Calivas with his head on a swivel. His eyes sparkled as he took in the main drag. Has anything caught your eye?
見たことのないものがいっぱい。全部気になる。
So Tsu's actually good for girls not coping totally. We'll be lurking for a while, gotta do something. No worries, lurk as long as you want, Briar. He stood on tiptoe amid the crowd, trying to get a look at some mystic tools. Unfortunately, a tall customer blocked his view.
失礼する。
Eon's gonna carry Calivas on his shoulders! I knew it! You don't understand this squeak I let out every time. Cute boy, come on my home, please. Eh? Eon lifted up the boy so he had a clear view of the shops.
ありがとう、イオン。あの魔法具、変な形してるけど、何に使うんだろう。
あれは風の魔法石を使った
That's the latest
最新の
hair
ドライヤ
dryer
ーだな。
model.
髪がサラサラになるって触れ込みの。
髪を乾かすための魔法具？
No sus.
そっか、
Eh?
コリブスは今までお城の人に手伝ってもらってたんだね。
You can have the kid, oh lord.
旅の間は自分でできることが増えるからきっと楽しいよ。
どうだかな。城より不便で帰りたくなるんじゃないか。特にテントの同室はジーニアだろ。明日の朝逃げ出したっておかしくない。
The roast behind Jinya's back, though.
さすがのジーニアでも
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
gee,
the
I
dragon
didn't
is all
see
yours,
that.
Lillian. No worries. The etopine? Do you mean the epitome?
しないとは言い切れないね。
Been watching too much. Oh, Dr. Stone. Hey, yo, I used to read it. Aha, aha, aha. After strolling around the city, we entered the Sage Tower and pitched a tent on the roof. Help? What do you need help with? What can we do for you? Our show tent unfurled in no time, brightening up the space.
アーテールの公園で見たから知ってはいたけど、大きいね。それにこんなに高い場所でショーができるなんてすごい。
Hee hee, Let's take a look inside.
ここに僕も立つんだね。
Nervous?
うん僕ちゃんとできるのかな。
Calivas, you don't have to do anything, okay? You just have to speak and blush. And all of us are like, Calivas, you're so cute, you're so adorable. Kia!
いつも僕は困らせてばかりで。
I haven't seen Radie and also I'm happy. Ah.
大丈夫だよ。困ったらみんなに助けてもらえばいいんだから。サーカスのみんなも精霊さんもいるからね。
助けてもらうってどうすれば。
The English piece I'm reading is literally a dramatic telling of card game. It's a dramatic like literature about Yu-Gi-Oh.
そういった対応力はこれから叩き込む。あとはいかに冷静に振る舞うかだな。
冷静に。
頭が追いつかなくても大丈夫だ。繰り返し練習すればあとは条件反射で動けるようになるだろう。
He didn't seem convinced even with all their advice and encouragement. The three of them exchanged looks, unsure what to do.
やっぱり最初はラリーダにパフォーマンスの心構えを聞くのが一番いいんじゃないかな。
ま、そうだな。子供の相手も慣れてるし。
僕たちも最初このカリダで公演した時ラリー
Why
ダに
all
た
of
く
them
さんアドバイ
hot?
スもらったよね。
I think, you know, Otome games, each character gotta be hot to sell, you know?
ラリーダの最初の教えをきっかけに
The rebel
サー
knight
カスの
falls
パ
to
フォーマンスは
the
形になったと言えるな。
He has to do nothing that will give him everything, my dear son.
誰かを笑顔にすることはラリーダが一番上手だもんね。
Piggybacking off Pashalia, I nodded empathetically. Whenever I'm feeling down, Lolita always cheers me up and makes me laugh. Or he triggers me and rejects and then deflects my confession, okay? But that's another story for another time. Ain't no time to say this to a kid, I guess. He'll teach you loads of stuff. Like triggering you once again.
そうなんだ。ラリー
But this is too attractive.
楽しみだな。
Otome heaven. After giving Calivas a brief tour of the show tent, we left the Sage Tower.
お、偶然だな。
We bumped into Villy on our way out. All done with your tasks?
っていうか、お前今、塔から出てこなかったか。
ああ、ジーニアの野暮用ってのは学術棟に関係してるんだ。ジーニアとラリーダは話が長引いてるから後で
So
戻
is
る
busy
ね。
being sad over
みん
Radie.
なはこれから帰るところ
I
だ。
swear, the number of scars and PTSD I've got collected from like other Otome games till today is like accumulating scarily fast.
俺は用事があるから抜ける。
Busy trying to find a partner doesn't exist. I mean, you know what? At this point, there's no denial. Like, ain't nobody finding some 2D man in real life, you know?
自分は今晩の夕食のために食材
The
の買い出
pigeon
しを
game,
済
oh
ませて
lord.
おきたいとこ
No
ろ
more pigeon game for now. I'm
Sonara,
still scarred from
Colibus も一緒
from
に行かない？
Tuesday.
実際に売り場に行って食べたいものを選ぼうよ。
行ってみたい。行ってみたい。
二人も一緒にどうかな。
Don't remind me. Pascalia kindly extended an invitation. I think I'll just go back to the tent. I still need to come up with an advertising plan.
じゃ、俺もテントで待ってるぜ。買い出しに行くと自分の食いたいもんばっか選んじまうから。今日はコリブスにお任せだ。
Yeah, you can have the Dr. Lillian, all yours. I think me and Ollie are just gonna, you know, take 1 kilometer step backwards and just, yeah, never turn back. I'm glad you like the Micromensu. Evan, I am scarred, okay? I'm not sure like, but I am scarred for sure. Vilio and I headed back to the tent after parting with the others. However, his face was unusually serious. Puzzled, I raised an eyebrow and endeavored to ask him about it. What's wrong?
ああ。あんたの両親ってさ、確かカリダで学者をしてたんだよな。
Yep.
どんなことを研究してたんだ？魔法部とか
You liked
精霊
that?
とか
Okay,
魔法
I
とか
guess. We can say that I did like it though. I just didn't like how the doctor ended up, but I did like the pigeon game. It was you know, it gives off the feeling of being like troll and funny, but the endings are all very depressing, and I guess in a way that's what I liked about it. I don't really remember, but they talked about Fabies a lot.
幻獣の
Yo, Nageki was really sad, but the doctor is just a whole other level, man. Now that I think about it, they also talked about dragons. I try to recall their conversations. Unfortunately, my memory was too hazy and disjointed. I give up on my... No! Where's this gonna come from? Anyhow?
ああ。さっき学術棟で学者たちと話しててさ。そういえばあんたの親も学者だったなぁと思って。ドラゴンのこと研究してたなら話してみたかったな。
They would have made a huge fuss if they met a real dragon. They'd bombard you with questions. I'm too distracting, Ollie. I'll take that as a compliment. If I want, I can find more. A night has passed since we arrived in Calida. Like streamer, like chat. Except Evan, please. Please. As we agreed on yesterday, Rolita would be supervising Calivus. Meanwhile, the others would promote the show and practice their individual acts. Rolita, Calivus, and I went onto the stage, top of the stage tower, and brainstormed ideas for our program. I asked the prince to show off his magic, so let's see if he's as good as I've heard. Wow! Amazing! Nice. A tiny unassuming seed in his hand sprouted into a majestic tree, so tall it almost reached the ceiling. It was simply miraculous. Miraculous, simply the best, up to the test. Sorry, the song just popped out in my mind, man. Yet it kept on growing.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Nice tree. Evan, you want to tell your son to, you know, control his powers? Because the tree just perforated the ceiling of the tent. No tune on that song. My childhood. The tree's sharp branches surged and pierced the audience seats.
ごめんなさい。魔力の操作がうまく
I'm
いか
kind
な
of
くて。
going, you know what? That you aren't Delulu yet or on the way of getting Delulu, all of us are Delulu at the end of the day, okay? Like, and even if you think you're not Delulu today, the Deluluness is omnipresent, okay? It will catch up to you.
そうだな。とりあえずこれじゃダメだ。お客さんに怪我させちまえ。
We can't afford to skewer the crowd.
そうだよ。
Lolita's frank feedback was like a slap in the face.
魔力が安定しないのは仕方ねえ。これから繰り返し練習するしかないな。
You're very Delulu for saying that. You see, the problem is, I don't deny that I'm not Delulu, you know? Like, I fully accept my whole Deluluness.
うん。
The issue is some people here keep denying that they're not Delulu, which makes me think that they're actually pretty Delulu.
そう落ち込むなって。
Radie. Even if it's autocorrect, Ollie, I think Radie is just funny. Delulu for going out with that pigeon doctor. Ooh, yeah.
お前に一番足りないのは練習じゃないと思うぜ。
え？
考え方がまだわからないだけだ。例えばこの木、何に使えると思う？
To stick it up your... Okay, nothing.
雨をしのいだり、目印になったり。
そうだな。街中にあればいい使い方だと思う。けど、お前がこれからやるのはお客さんを目の前にしたショーだ。パフォーマンスの中で雨をしのいだり目印を作る必要ってあるか？
ない。
責めてるわけじゃねえから顔上げろって。大事なのは誰のために何のためにパフォーマンスしようとするのか、それを考えることだ。それが分かってねえと。
I swear, I just imagine all of us at like Calivus's first performance, all of us like sitting front row VIP with like our phone cameras and be like proud parents like, Calivus, smile for me, Calivus, look over here, Calivus, you look so cute. Like, oh my god, I can just imagine us doing that.
コリブスは誰のために
And then we're framing the pictures in the living room. It's over.
お客さん？
There's gonna be a Calivus art expo.
それももちろん正解だ。けど最初は実感が薄いっつうかイメージしにくいだろう。だからどこかの誰かじゃなくてもっと身近な人を想像してみろよ。お前。
Oh, my bad, sorry. Calivus gave it some thought.
父様を笑顔にしたい。
Oh, I want to make my father smile. You mean King Vegani?
父様の笑った顔ずっと見てなくて、僕と会うときはいつも悲しそうな顔で。
I will draw that. My pretty boo, you need to control your powers and grow.
だから。
そっか。やっぱ親には笑顔になってほしいよな。血のつながった。
Well, he's supposed to be 17 years old, but he's stuck in the body of a kid because at the moment he's too mentally unstable and he doesn't want to like grow up. Lolita's face tightened and he lapsed into thought. What's wrong?
いや、なんでもない。ほら、俺にも親代わりみたいな存在がいたって前にも話したろ。そのことを思い出した。
He pasted on a smile, sealing his blue eyes away. His blues away? Sealing his blues away? Okay?
確か王様は直接は来れねえけど、通信杯越しにパフォーマンスの様子を確認するんだったよな。
Yep. How about we come up with an act that'll make the king smile then?
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。Calivus was brimming with motivation.
ごめんください。
Ah, it's the squirrel, chipmunk, whichever. Just then, a little critter popped into the tent. Hey, Firo. It was Firo, a Fey beast who helped us during our last Kalida show.
お二人ともお久しぶりです。カリダにサーカスが来てるって聞いて挨拶に来ましたです。
His tiny ears perked up the moment his gaze shifted to Calivus. Perhaps he was surprised.
サーカスの新メンバーさんです。いいな。
Whoa, Lillian! Whoa, whoa, whoa there!
でも今は定食屋のおばさんにお世話になっているのでサーカスに参加するわけには。
So you're working here now, huh?
はい。サーカスの後、研究者さんたちが原住向けにお仕事を見つけてくれたです。僕は定食屋さんで働いてるです。
Ah, that's Firo. He helped us out when we held our show here before.
ピロです。君のお名前を聞いてもいいですか？コリブス。
コリブス。
コリブスですね。なんだか聞いたことがあるようなお名前です。僕たちどこかで会ったことあるですか？初めましてだよ。じゃあ僕の気のせいですかね。失礼したです。改めてよろしくです。
Yo, seriously, two cute babies coughing. Oh my god. I read cough cough when Milky said cough cough I'm back and I was reading all of your comments so I said two cute babies coughing. Just amazing. Firo flashed the prince a winning smile and shook his hand.
よろしく。
Aww.
ところでお三方は練習中ですか？少しだけ見ていっても もいいですか？
Be our guest. I'd appreciate if you could chime in with your thoughts too. Speaking of Genshin, we're trying to come up with Calibus's act.
僕でよければもちろん協力する
I have
で
this
す。
like that, bro. Sometimes, you know, my brain and my mouth just aren't connected. They're not cooperating. Hee. Thanks, Vero. We'd like to do a show that'll please King Vigonia. He'll be watching remotely.
ああ、カリダの歴史に関わるものがいいかもな。
歴史。
Vero looked around the stage before his gaze rested on the big tree.
ところで、あの木はどうしたんですか？僕が土の活性化
On
の
the
魔力
friend
で
group,
さ
what
っき
role are
種から
you?
成長させたんだ。
The fine friend group.
コリブスすごいです。まるで土の大精霊セリウス様みたいです。
I bet Ollie will reach AR 50. Yo, actually, Ollie, it might actually come true. Yo, you might as well, like, I think you'll get stronger than me by the time we play together, and then you're gonna have to carry me, Ollie. I'm counting on you, bro. You think so?
はい。カリダを作った土の大精霊セリウス様にはこんな伝説があるんです。
Ooh, story time. Celius used his blah 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 blah. The word is too hard. My brain can't function. Take two. Celius used his revitalizing magic to grow all sorts of plants. Every day without fail, he did his research and breathed life into the soil. One day, Celius grew a really, really big tree. Beautiful flowers in every color and delicious fruits adorned its branches. Humans, fey beasts, animals, and spirits who saw it naturally gathered beneath the tree. Despite not knowing each other's languages, they all joined hands, singing and making merry. With that, the tree had become an oasis for creatures from all walks of life.
その時、幻獣は人と言葉を交わしたいと願い、セリウス様は幻獣に言葉と人の姿を与えたそうです。この大きな木はセリウス様の作った木を思わせますです。そんなお話もあったんだ。
Calibus listened with deep interest, his eyes aglitter.
でもカリダには関係ない
Hey
ですよ
yo,
ね。
let's go Lillian,
王
good
様に
job.
見せるなら
Finally, the book is
その話がい
back
いかも。
home.
いや、カリダでのパフォーマンスに合ってると思うぞ。その話には続きがあって。
Arthur learned the Celius's gift to the Fey beasts, and so he went to the Great Spirit for help. The stubborn spirit refused, stressing that his own research came first. Yet Arthur was not willing to back down, and so Celius gave him a task, not a tax, not a tax, a task, to build a research facility in Calida. Oh my god, Tsukasa, can you please read? Tsukasa, can you please read? Stop changing the words. One that could satisfy his thirst for knowledge.
なるほど。それがこの学術棟ってわけですね。
It's okay, Milky.
あれ？でも学術棟はセリウスが大きく
I don't know
作ったんじゃ
math.
ないの？
Who knows math nowadays?
最初はアーテールとカリダにいた人間や幻獣が学術棟を作ってたんだ。けどセリウスは仕上がりに納得しなくてな。結局最後は自身の力も使って塔を完成させた。つまり幻獣が人の姿になるのも学術棟ができたのもセリウスが最初に作った木がきっかけってことだ。
Oh, that's perfect for our show. Should we base that? I can't read the debuff. Oh my goodness, the reading debuff tonight is horrible. It's like my debuff has been like multiplied by 3. I feel tonight. Should we base the act on that story?
きっと素敵です。楽しみです。
よし、決まりだな。セリウスをモチーフにしたショーはきっとカリダの人たちに喜んでもらえるぜ。
Rolita, when
そ
do
う
we
だ、
kiss?
咲い
Come
た
on.
花は俺たちからのプレゼントってことで客席に渡すのもいいかもな。研究して咲かせたのはいいものの、セリウスは咲いた実や花の処理に困ってさ。だから集まったみんなにプレゼントとして配りまくったって言ってたぜ。
へえ、そんな伝説は知りませんでした。ラリーダさん物知りですね。まるでセリウス様本人から聞いたみたいです。
Okay, wait. Hold back 2 minutes. Firo says it's as if you heard it from Celius himself. Does that mean that Celius might have been Rolita's, well, Radie's mentor before Ayo? Or are we getting more lore from Is Firo indirectly giving us more lore about Radie?
ああ、まあ人づてに聞いた話だけどな。
Who's Celius though? I lied! Celius is the earth god or something like that.
それならステージだけじゃなくて観客席にも事前にこっそり種を置くとかどうかな。
I'm a bet Sue is right though. Well, I'm a bet I am right too, Ollie. We got this.
魔法で一気に咲かせればみんな花をすぐそばで見られて楽しいかなって。
Sure, I like that idea. Yeah, I also think Radie. I also think Radie is actually has like he has personally known those like gods in some way. We'll need a lot of seeds, so we should pick some up after this. I asked for Calivas Milky. There's a line for Calivas already.
フィロ、ありがとう。ねえ、僕サーカスの皆さんに助けられてずっと恩返ししたいなって思ってたのです。
Ollie's already married to Calivas, or at least they're fiancéed officially. And Evan's the mom of Calivas, so yeah.
サーカスの皆さんはそれはもう素晴らしい人たちばかりでですね。素晴らしい。
Firo then rattled off the story of our last visit to Kalida.
あの二人すっかり仲良しだな。今のうちに出かける準備するか。
Okay, maybe we can clean up first. We can move the equipment there together.
いや、あれは俺一人で大丈夫だ。お前は必要な種の量を考えといてくれ。
Evan has been summoned. I am the mother. Without another word, Rolita went to tidy up the space. I guess he still feels awkward being alone with me. Radie, you come here right now, you rat. Radie is a rat to me now, okay? He is nothing but a rat to me. Radie, you come back here right now. It saddened me that my confession had made things awkward between us, so I busied myself tallying up the seeds we'd need. Once we were finished, we all left the tent.
あ
I'm
れ
drawing.
コリブスの練習は終わったのか？
Vilga and Zafira, who had been practicing outside the tent, came over to chat. Yep, we already decided what to do, so now we're off to buy some supplies.
花の種を買いに行くんだ。
Barks cutely defends territory.
おすすめの花屋さんがあるです。
お、ヒロも一緒か。それじゃあ買い物には
I'm gonna
俺
go.
とザフラが付き
Oh
合うぜ。
man, Ollie, that was quick.
お前種の量はメモしてるんだろ。こっちによこせ。
I did, but I feel like the amounts aren't quite right. Zafra snatched a list out of my hand.
ステージの規模くらい把握してる。微調整くらいわけない。お前とラリーダは2人で演出用の魔法具の確認でもしておけ。
Ribbit.
それも重要だろ。
But I...
ちょっと
Huh? Not knowing what they wanted, I stepped closer.
お前最近毛玉とぎこちないだろ。
Oh my god,
そばで
everyone,
見てるだけでわかる。
all of them know that Radie is awkward with us. Look at Zafara and Vilio taking a side and be like, you've been feeling awkward around that furball, right? I can tell just by looking at you. Radie really needs to get his shizzle together, okay? Everyone in the crew can see that like something is wrong between us two.
Say what?
周りが気を使うんだよ、そういうの。さっさとなんとかしろ。
Radie!
一度ちゃんと話した方が
Smack him with a frying pan. I'll do I'm pulling out the carrots again. I'd confessed to Rolita and gotten dumped. Nothing more, nothing less. There was no way I could tell them about that. Okay, I'll try. Thanks for your concern, guys. A bland reply, but it was all I could muster.
じゃあ行くぞコリブス。ウィロ
They taking our side, take that, you furball. I swear, that shizzly furball.
少しくらい観光してもいいからな。浮かれて転ばないように気をつけろよ。
Rolita's gaze was tender as he saw them out.
コリブスが頑張ってる姿を見たらさ、どんなに失敗したって王様は笑顔になるだろうな。
Well, I ain't smiling anymore, Rolita, okay? Yeah, I'm sure Calivus's feelings will come through and you'll be delighted with the show.
そうだな。親子の絆ってのも強いもんだ。
It's okay, it's okay. We'll accept a little bit of swearing in here, Lillian, as long as it doesn't go too far. Just some mild swearing. But yeah, you didn't swear though at the moment.
だから俺は
Whatever Rolita whispered then was stolen away by a moaning gust of wind.
お前もよくわかってるだろう。メリアとライジェルがいなくなって心を閉ざしちまったんだからな。ショックを受けたお前は俺が何をしても笑わなくてさ。ライジェルとメリアがいたらお前は笑うんだろうなって。
I can control it. Well, at the moment, I'm having a very hard time controlling myself from smacking Rolita.
お前を見ながらそんなことばかり考えて二人がひょっこり帰ってくるよう俺はずっと願ってた。親子ほどの絆はないかもしれねえけどさ、俺はお前が笑ってくれるのをずっと待ってたんだ。
I remember you talking about that before our show in Arthur. Back then, you tried to make me laugh. Why was that? Save! We have to save! This is just a guess, but were you lonely?
寂しかった。
If we'd switched places and you were the one suffering, seeing you numb and unable to smile would have made me so lonely and sad. After my parents died, I sealed my emotions away in grief. Radie was left completely alone, unable to even mourn their loss. It must have been crushingly lonely.
そっか。俺寂しかったのかな。
How does two look like in the game? We look very kawaii, okay?
今まであんなに笑って遊ぼうって俺を連れ回して懐いてくれたお前がさ、体はここにあるのに中身はすっぽ抜けちまったみたいな抜け殻みたいになってさ、もしかしたらずっとこのままもう二度と笑ってくれないんじゃねえかって、もう一回お前の笑顔が見たかった、笑う声が聞きたかった。
Well, I want to see you kiss us, okay, Radie? He said it under his breath, his gaze warm with affection.
だからあんなに必死になって笑わせようとしてたのだ。
Do not talk to us like that and smirk at us like that when you literally delulued our confession, nageki'd our heart, and now you're like, I was trying so hard to make it happen, bro. So which one did you pick again? I picked the you felt lonely.
俺はお前の家族と知り合うまでできるだけ人と関わりすぎないように生きてきたからな。たまたま出会った誰かじゃなくて特定の相手と一緒にいるのも 初めてだった。
Nice. Okay, great, Ollie. Good job. Thank you. Yes, you did say that.
俺は旅ばかりして
The
た。
Nageki is our word. Exactly. Now Nagekis are our verb. It's our verb for when like someone's dead or like dedging.
自分じゃない誰かのことを深く考えるようになったのもその頃からだ。どうしたらお前はまた笑ってくれるのか。何をしたら喜んで
Just looking up the correct way. Yeah, I know, Ollie. I know you'll be reading the spoilers in the background.
そんなことをとにかくたくさん考え続けた。
Oh, Lita.
だから笑った時は嬉しかったんだ。こんな喜びがあるのかって驚いたもんだ。
His smile was so gentle as he said that. My heart positively soared. But Sue, this one has no spoils of story-ish. That emoji is not reassuring. I'm hungry too, actually. I can't help it, Rolita. I love you. Blech. My love was unrequited. I could never be with him, but maybe. Can I nurture those feelings in secret?
もしあの時俺がお前の両親を救えてれば、お前は心を閉ざさずに済んだんだろうな。
A curious blend of sadness and regret flickered across his face. He sounded so remorseful. I hastily cut in before he could succumb to those feelings. You're right. I wouldn't have withdrawn if you'd managed to see my parents. But that's just a what-if scenario, right? You and Spirit have been with me for a whole decade now. I'm really happy that you're both part of my family. So drop the what-ifs, please. My words fell short of comforting him. He flashed a rueful smile and turned away. Why, I thought you had a video because your thumbnails had a little too... it was like an art I commissioned before, and I got permission to use it on my, as like my thumbnails. I get ready to frying pan. Thank you, Lillian. I like a homie who's prepared. We opened our heart and you neglected it. That plus everything he'd said made me uneasy. Wait, Rolita, where are you going? Something told me he was about to go someplace far away, compelling me to stop him.
心配するな。ちょっとした野暮用だ。お前も遅くならないうちに気をつけて帰れな。
Rolita walked away after that. Once again, Rolita walks away with our heart, hey? He's definitely hiding something from me. Even though it didn't sit right with me, I let him walk away without giving chase. The more Kalivas practiced, the more stable his mana became. Hello, Mickey! Welcomes! Once again, Radie gets the smacks, yo. The number of smacks Radie deserves. Then at last... it was time for the show. Oh, look at Kalivas! That's so cute! That is actually so adorable. Oh my god, Kalivas looks so adorable in this costume. Having changed into a stage outfit, Kalivas curled his hands into a ball and fidgeted. Feeling nervous?
でもいい緊張だと思う。父様やフィロ、カリダにいる人を
He is
笑顔にしてから頑張るんだ。
After his little pep talk, he prepared for his act.
あの様子なら安心だな。この公演もこれから先も。
Rolita had a faraway look in his eyes. Huh? You okay, Rolita? He looked so ephemeral, like he would vanish at any moment. Without thinking, I reached out to him.
時間だ。行こうぜ。
Alright, good luck, Smicky. He slipped through my fingers and trotted up to the stage. Yo, Rolita's avoiding us like so much. What was up with that? Ever since he rejected me, I had fewer and fewer chances to speak with him. It was all because I had no clue deeply I could involve myself with him as family. I didn't know where to draw the line. Despite his strange behavior as of late, I couldn't bring myself to ask what had happened. I'm his family, though. I can at least worry about him, right? I'm gonna try talking to him once the show's over. I put a pin in my complex feelings for now. Our second show in Kalida, the Scholar City, had begun. Zaf is someone more my favorite type of character. From Lita to Vilio, the performance went off without a hitch. The tent was jam-packed with spectators. Cheers and applause filled the air. Their excitement was palpable. It made me so nervous I could hardly move.
でも僕は立ち止まらないで進むんだ。
I clasped my trembling hands, bracing myself. My turn had finally come.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa! My face flushed with embarrassment after I fumbled my greeting. I hung my head, trying to hide it.
送り出してくれた父様を安心させてあげたい。
I managed to raise my head with a smile and address the crowd.
今日はお集まりいただきありがとうございます。カリダのますますの繁栄を願い、今一度このカリダの地に始まりの大事を根付かせます。
I held my hands high enough for everyone to see, unleashing my earth magic.
それ。
なんだ。
揺れてるです。
People reacted in myriad ways. Some were shocked, some were ecstatic.
期待してくれているなら、僕はそれに応えたい。
That's the sound of my stomach. You know what that sound is? You know when you're like writing an exam, everything is silent, and suddenly your stomach grumbles in that silence of an exam. This is exactly how my stomach sounds when my stomach decides to go earthquake during an exam. And then everyone's like laughing. Most awkward feeling ever. Ah, chibi! A sprout popped out of the ground, growing rapidly. I grabbed on its surge skyward, climbing up along with it. It's so cute.
違う。でかい葉っぱか。
すごい勢いで伸びてるわ。
一瞬であんなことができるとは。
Their eyes were wide with anticipation as they watched to see what would happen next. Using the stem of the growing plant as a foothold, I clambered higher and loosed another bout of earth magic. Right then, the seeds we planted in the seeds sprouted and bloomed one after another. The floor spectacle made the audience cheer even louder.
それから次は。
Channeling my earth magic, I extended a tree branch toward the audience. Toward Firo, that was. Firo blinked astonished.
もう一度参加したいって言ってたよね。だから。
Oh, this is so. The chibi drawings are really adorable. Standing on the edge of the branch, I held out my hand to the green-haired boy.
それは嬉しいんです。嬉しいんですけど。コリブス様。
Hello, April.
王子様だったんです。
Welcome, welcome. Where did you saw the first king? A circus show.
ごめん、ちゃんと伝えられてなくて。でも、これからも友達でいてくれると嬉しい。
Ah, the chibi, I can't.
もちろんです。
This is too cute, guys. It's so wholesome. My heart is so warmed up. Firo took my hand and jumped onto the tree. Oh, Radie! Lolita followed behind, performing a cute little dance, almost as if he was there to congratulate us. Yo, this cuteness is killing me slowly. Okay, this is too much.
お花のプレゼントも素敵だし、コリブス様とあの幻獣の子が手を取り合う姿、言い伝えみたいだわ。
人と幻獣がセリウス様の作り出した木の下で絆を紡ぐ。
Yo, I think we all got nagiakied by the cuteness.
ご観覧ありがとうございました。ありがとうございますです。
Gazing out at the crowd, Firo and I bowed in tandem. Thunderous applause flooded the tent. And with that, my debut show ended on a high note. Take your time, Smokey. But yo, this was so cute. Oh my lords. The diabetes, guys, the diabetes. Yeah, nice to know, April. Awesome. This is we're playing an otome game called Radiant Tale. So yes, many pretty boys and a story circling around performing in circuses and gaining the hearts of the mass. As Calivus and I guided the spectators out of the tent, we bask in the afterglow of the show. The prince was still in great spirits. We then got in touch with King Vigonia through the relay chalice. He was pleased with his son's performance, declaring it a wonderful show with a big smile on his face. General Lillian is now offline. What now? Even though the prince's body did not show any visible growth, we decided to continue the journey. Once our excitement went down, we started cleaning up the venue. We're only allowed to use the rooftop till the end of the night, so we should wrap this up quickly. Oh, did Calivus fall asleep? Calivus glowed when King Vigonia praised him. He'd been so fraught with nerves that it must have whooshed out of him all at once. While he was snoozing peacefully, the other circus members and I spoke in hushed voices.
無理に起こさないでおこう。今は存分に休ませてやりたい。
そうだね。今日のパフォーマンスすごく頑張ってたから。
で、次の行き先はどうする？クルトラに行くならいろいろ考えるが。
Oh, welcome back, Ole.
目が覚めたら本人の希望を聞いて決めるのもいいんじゃないかしら。そうだな。腹も減ったし、飯でも食いながら相談しようぜ。
We discussed our next plan while exchanging some friendly banter, but our high spirits were about to come crashing down.
ちょっといいか。
Oh no! I knew something was gonna happen! Relita's gonna leave. I feel it, guys. Relita's gonna be, I gotta go. His words would be the end of it all.
俺はここでサーカスを抜け。
No! Radie! What?
それは。
Where's the pan, Lillian? Where's the frying pan? Thank you!
冗談にしちゃ空気の読めてないタイミングだぞ。
冗談なんかじゃねえよ。次からは。
Oh, Dream Daddy, we played it before on stream. It's really fun. You should go. You should have a try. He gotta do God stuff. I swear, Radie, I am so... Go on? Without Ralida? What? My brain failed to process the words. I was frozen in shock, unable to speak.
今まで世話になった。悪いな。
Ralida turned on his heel and walked right off the show tent. MC, please do more than slap, okay? Where's the broom, man? Imagine if Sue can control the character, Radie will be beat. Yo, Lillian, we're about to get some 1v1 action going, and I'm not talking in bed. Radha had dropped a huge bomb and left us apparently for good. His whirlwind departure had our heads spinning. Ginny had jumped in to aid fill in the gaps once we got back to the tent. We cleaned up the show tent in a hurry and left the Sage Tower's rooftop to go back to the house tent. We also let Calivus know about Ralida's exit when he woke up. Why do you need specific it not that sus? By the time we'd returned to our house tent, Alice was there waiting for us.
帰ったな。これからラリーダの事情を説明しよう。
Oh. No way. Did you know he was going to leave circus?
ああ。これは国家機密にあたる内容となる。
Alice better have some good explanation or I'm smacking him too. We all nodded. Now that we'd sworn to secrecy, Alice launched into his explanation.
ことの発端はフローラの種だ。オートでは今、フローラの種を量産すべく研究を進めている。フローラに奇跡を起こすほどの力があることは皆も王子を見てよく知っているだろう。今回のサーカスを成功例とし、今後も同様の集団によってフローラをさらに咲かすことができれば。
It's okay, Lillian. I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm a pass.
その力は必ずや世界の発展のために役立つはずだ。ただ、フローラの種を作るには膨大な土の魔力が必要になるため、研究は難航している。
私たちがもらった5個以外にも種を作り続けてるらしいんだけど、量産には程遠いんですって。
これは国の今後に関わる重要な研究だ。強大な土の魔力を持つカリタスワンドを使うことになった。だが
カリタスワンドに異常が？
はい、学術棟による計測の結果、カリタスワンドは都市を守護する他のコアアイテムに比べ半分程度の魔力しか持っていないということが判明しました。
Don't tell me now, really. This like has to go collect mana for the wand. Ugh.
原因は？
不明です。時間の経過で劣化したのかもしれませんが、だとすればなぜワンドだけが？
Wow. This vital historic truth could make waves throughout the nation. Hearing it from the first time had us stunned.
カリタスワンドの異常については現在も学術棟で調査を続けている。ワンドの調査とフローラの種の量産に向けた研究、どちらの件でも人間よりも強い魔力を持つ土属性の幻獣の力を
Ah, they stole Radie away from us.
そこで協力者として選ばれたのがラリーダというわけだ。
Why does it have to be him?
代わりさえ見つければラリーダは皆と旅を続けられるということか。
I bet Radie is the guardian of the wand and the reason it's so weak is because he used up. Hey yo, that's a good theory though.
リアンに力を貸してもらうのはどうかな。幻獣の知り合いが多いみたいだし。
もう探してもらったのよ。けどダメだった。土属性の幻獣は偏屈っていうか、人間を嫌ってる個体が多くて、しかも魔力が強ければ強いほどそういう傾向にあるみたいなの。
だが実験に協力してほしいのは強い魔力を持った個体か。
そして前回の講演をきっかけに状況は改善されつつあるが、カリダでの非道な実験は幻獣たちの間でも噂になっている。今すぐ手を貸すというのは難しいだろう。そんな中、研究者たちからラリーダに頼むのは
Go eat,
提案
Lillian.
があった。カリダでの講演の際、彼らは幻獣の力を測るための機器を設置していたそうだ。そして強い土の魔力が感知された。その発生源はラリーダ。
あの時から一部の研究者たちはラリーダに実験への協力を頼めないか考えてたらしいの。
土属性の魔力が強くて彼らの研究に協力してくれそうな親しみやすい性格の幻獣。
その条件を満たすやつはラリーダしかいなかったってわけか。
君たちはまだ旅の途中ではあるが、すでに5つのフローラを開花させ、王子の心も動き始めた状況だ。そこでカリダは彼に対して正式に実験への協力を求めてきた。
Is this what you had to speak with Relita about back at the palace then?
ああ、カリダからの協力要請を伝え、
Oh, lol.
町に到着後、ぜひ研究者たちに協力してくれるよう依頼した。
I thought back to how Relita behaved on our way to Kalida. Is that why he didn't speak much on the way? Because he was thinking about the request?
ラリーダは相当悩んでたみたいね。実験に協力すれば旅に同行できなくなるもの。
These Otomegas are too...
アーテールでも言ったが、話を聞くだけだからな。
Now that I think about it, he didn't look too enthused when he got here. He said he'd just hear them out. Why did he agree to it then?
あの毛玉が呼ばれた理由は分かった。じゃあトカゲはなんで追加で呼ばれたんだ？
ドラゴンっていろんな意味で規格外でしょ。ワンドについて何か分かることもあるんじゃないかと思ったの。
If I can get in this one, I'm gonna smack every living thing. Yo, we're about to go on a rampage if we enter Radiant Tail, man. All of us are gonna go smack Radie together.
アーテイルにいた時点では予定になかったが、
Two is a penguin?
カリダ
I
に到着
am?
学術棟からドラゴンにも来てほしいと要請されてな。
それでビリオも行くことになったのか。実際に見て何か分かったのか。
いや、
His response was uncharacteristically vague. Is there something you can't tell us?
そういうわけじゃない。けど、そもそもカリタスワンドのことはまだ調べてないんだ。
は？お前たち学術棟に行ったんだろ。何してたんだ？
Based on what you've told us, Rolita left Circus to aid the researchers, right? He was conflicted about whether to accept the request, so why would he agree to it when he hasn't even seen the wand?
実はあの時、カリタスワンドがコアアイテムの一つで都市を守護してるのは知ってるけどさ、
They better not attack my husband.
他のコアアイテムより魔力が減ってる原因なんて俺が見たってわかんねえと思うけどな。そもそも聞いたことない話だし、ラリーダもそうだろ。
ああ、そうだな。
やるからにはちゃんと見る
Drop
け
the
どさ、
front, we're gonna get so.
早く
Oh
終わらせ
Lord.
てコリブスと練習したいよな。そういやラリーダはアーテイルにいた時に先に呼ばれてたよな。何の話だったんだ？
これは土属性の幻獣だから、カリタスワンドを使ってしばらくの間やってほしいことがあるって。
I'ma get textbooks though. I'ma get the
で場
slipper.
所の中で黙って悩んでたんだな。あいつと離れることになるのは嫌だもんな。
You don't wanna be apart from Tsukasa? I don't know, bro.
まあそうだな。離れた方がいいって思うこともあるが、結局俺が離れたくないんだよ
ラリーダはあいつのことが大好きだもんな。
Of course you don't. Okay, Vilio finally being like a homie and asking the right questions. It warmed my heart to see how much he cared about Tsukasa. Led by the researchers, we approached the desk of the Sage Tower.
ご足労を感謝します。ここにカリタスワンドが安置されています。
My 1200 page English can be put to use now, ayo. This was why you had that 1200 page textbook, Ollie. Now the true purpose has been found.
な。いよいよか。ま、さっと見て帰ろうぜ。
What about Malep? You know, guys, free for all, man. Bring whichever weapon works for you. We're going on a rampage.
どうしたビリオ、変な顔して。
なあ、俺以外のドラゴンがここに来たことってあるか？
ドラゴンがそんなことはないはずですが。
The other researchers shook their heads in unison.
そうなのか。でもこの気配、こっちだ。
おい、ビリオ。
I'ma jump right and strangle. Oh lords, now we're just going hands to neck action. Relita tried to chase after me, but I couldn't afford to slow down.
いけません。そっちは最重要機密の。
It came from the deepest part of the lab. I wrenched open the door by force and stormed inside. I couldn't believe my eyes.
これ、
嘘だろ。
What did you see?
あれはあんたに深く関わるものだ。
Me? There's something in the depths of the Sage Tower that has to do with me. How can that be?
それを見てラリーダは旅への同行を諦め、フローラの種の量産に協力することにしたというわけか。
LOL, Ollie!
はっきりしないな。学術棟の奥で何を見た
Oh
っていうん
no,
だ。
don't tell me it was MC's parents.
それはラリーダに口止めされてる。特に
Okay, Relita has no right to keep gatekeeping the info from us, okay? Vilio shot me an apologetic look. But why?
全てがうまくいくまで言わないつもりなんだと。
Oh, I hate it. I hate when Radie makes decisions for us. Everything being what exactly? I had no idea what in the world Vilio could have seen or what Radie was trying to do.
だけど俺はそれが正しいことだとは思わない。
His somber gaze was locked on me.
あんたには知る権利がある。ラリーダは あんたを傷つけたくないから黙ってサーカスを抜けて全部自分一人で型をつけようとしてる。でもそんなのは解決じゃねえと思うんだ。あんたが知りたいって言うなら俺が見た
Yes,
ものを
Vilio,
教え
just
て
tell
やりたい。
us! Shut up! My voice broke as I deliberated whether to press on. I collected myself before answering. I do want to know, especially since it has something to do with me. BDM out of Radie. Rolita had hidden many things from me, like his human form and the reason he stayed with me all this time. I know that's because he didn't want to hurt me. That said, I'm not a child anymore. I don't need to be shielded from everything. I wanted to know more about him. It didn't matter that he'd already rejected me or where we stood now. I still cared about him a lot.
Yes.
Vilio's lip curled up into a smile, prompting a heavy sigh from Jinya.
これも機密事項なのよ。フローラの種と同じか、それ以上のね。
もしもの時は僕が責任を取る。
Huh? All of us whirled to look at Calivus.
人を笑顔にするためにはどうすればいいか。すごく大事
Two
な
more
ことを
chapters left. We got this,
Radie
including
教えてくれた。
this one or excluding this one.
僕は詳しいことを知らないけど、でもこのままお別れしたらきっと君もラリーダも笑顔でいられなくなっちゃうと思うんだ。
Oh, Calivus, you're such a good boy! Such a good boy, Calivus!
そんなのきっと誰も望んでないよね。
Okay, so 2 chapters excluding this one.
だから僕にできることなら協力したい。
Lillian, if you want to adopt Calivus, you have to speak to Evan. Evan's the mom. Thanks, Calivus. In that case, I was eager to continue our discussion right away, but I was quickly interrupted.
はーい、今日はここまで。
Jinya! Oh my god, I am triggered! Jinya clapped his hands.
続きは明日。みんなで学術棟に行って、その時にね。
わかった。手配しておく。
Huh? We can't just talk it out here, though.
これはとても大事なことよ。言葉で伝えるのは簡単。あなた自身の目でちゃんと見て。
Okay, you know what? At least Jinya's interruption is justified. They want us to see it directly in the tower. You know what? I'm gonna suck it up for 2 seconds and wait. I couldn't argue when he put it that way. Whatever it must be, really impactful. With that, our meeting adjourned. March out from... Tomorrow we'd go to Sage Tower and learn the highly guarded secret. Oh my god, I need to know! The next day, we all went to the Sage Tower as planned. I had no clue what lay ahead. We walked toward the innermost part of the tower, so nervous that none of us spoke. Yo, even I'm getting a little nervous. There in the middle of the laboratory. I knew it! I called it! It's the parents! It is the parents! I knew it, guys! I called it! What? 2 people floated inside a mystic jewel shaped like a glass sphere. They appeared to be sleeping. The 2 of them exactly the same as they had been 10 years ago when I saw them for the last time. They were my parents.
この人たちは
Mom! Dad! I ran up to the sphere and pressed my hands to the glass in disbelief. I stared at the figures I thought I'd never see again.
お前の両親。
だからビリオは君に関係あることだって言ってた。
Sigh. Sigh.
しかしこれは眠っているのか。確か彼女の両親はすでに。
Eon stopped short of saying dead. Maybe he was being considerate of me. He had a point though. Both Spiri and Relida told me they passed away. Why are they here?
この2人は生前、検体を希望していた。そうだな。
Both of them wish to donate their bodies to... What? This is creepy. But Lily and I agree. Low key, when I saw the dad, I was like, he kind of good looking. heard that from Rolita and Spiria. No matter how much Rolita used his power, he couldn't save my parents. After that, their lifeless bodies were sent here to the Sage Tower. Rolita learned afterward that they'd intended to donate their remains to the tower for the development of medical science.
この二人は。
いや、彼女の両親、メリアとライチェルが亡くなったというのは表向きの説明だ。10年前、2人が学術棟に運ばれた時、この状態で
They're
生きている
still
ことが判明
alive!
した。
You know what? I think Ralida's trying to go like gain more seeds or whatever shish kebab to like maybe revive her parents low key. They're alive?
ああ
More
た
people
だ
to
特殊な事
smack.
情があり
Always more people to
10
smack
年間この状態
Lillian.
だ。生きてはいるが、目覚めることはない。
特殊な事情ってどういうこと？僕みたいに心が凍ってるのとは違うみたいだけど。
Freak romance. I want the family
こ
back.
の二人はドラゴンの呪いにかかってる。
ドラゴンの呪い？
なあ、両親が亡くなったのは仕事中の事故って前に聞いたけど、
Yeah.
当時の研究員に聞いたら、二人は俺が生まれ育ったドラゴンの島に向かうって言ってたらしい。
ん？ドラゴンの島？それがどうして呪いにつながるの？
ビデオを見てると忘れがちだけど、ドラゴンっていうのは地上最強の幻獣で、そうそう人間と関わったりしないのよ。
ああ、強すぎる力は毒だ。それゆえ、ドラゴンの故郷である島、
I totally want
パッションは
more
外
people
界
to
から隔離
smack.
されている。
Oh, like, come on.
連絡を取れるのも王家のみだ。ビリオをサーカスに
This
勧
is
誘
why
できたのも
commas are needed.
王家からの
Sue
依
is
頼
too
だったと
stunned.
聞いている。
The surprised Pikachu face. I never knew that. My eyes shifted toward the person in question who quietly nodded at me.
そんなわけで、パシオの周辺には許可されたもの以外が立ち入れないよう強力な魔法がかかってるんだよ。
もし許可されていないものが立ち入った場合は、
呪われる。普通の人間ならそのまま死に至るほど。
A curse, one strong enough to kill people. My body trembled in terror at the thought. Why did they go to such a dangerous place?
待て、こいつの両親は眠ってるだけで死んではいないんだよな。二人が死なずに生きてるのは呪いを何かが防いでるってことか。
ああ、その何かは詳しくわからないけど、俺が感じ取れる限りドラゴンの呪いと別の魔力が複雑に絡み合って、結果二人の時間は止まってしまった。それが今のこの状態みたいだな。
No way! So they're stuck in time.
この状態の2人が運ばれてきた10年前から学術棟では原因究明に努めてきた。ドラゴンの呪いを受け生きていたのはこの2人だけだからな。
See, I'm right for once. Bruh. Mom and Dad have been sleeping in this place for the last 10 years. I see. I was overjoyed to learn that my parents were really alive. At the same time, I couldn't believe they'd never awoken from their slumber. I'd come to understand what Genia told me to see with my own eyes. Even with the two of them right there in front of me, I could hardly wrap my head around it. Words definitely wouldn't have been enough.
ねえビリオ、ドラゴンの呪いなんだから君が解くことはできないの？
We watched Vilio with bated breath, but he made a sour face inside.
呪いだけなら俺でも解ける。でもさっき言ったろ、呪いの他に別の魔力が絡んでるって。この状態で呪いを解いても絡んだ魔力のせいで目覚めた後に体が耐えられない可能性があってさ。
No way. My hope crumbled in an instant as a heavy air filled the room. Glyvis, who hadn't spoken up once, broke the silence with a mumble.
ラリーダは君の両親を見て研究への協力を受け入れたんだよね。サーカスを抜けてまで。
His His question lifted me out of my thoughts.
研究の協力を引き受けてもいいと思えるほどの理由が
Sorry, it's too fast. Perhaps it's... Our gazes slid over to my parents. At that moment...
なんだよ。お前らも来てたのか。全部終わらせてからサプライズで喜ばそうと思ってたのにな。
Oh, by the way, congrats, Bluey! Relita entered from the door behind us. Relita!
その手に持ってるのは？
これか聞いて驚け。これこそがカリダのコアアイテム、カリタスワンドだ。じゃじゃーん。
じゃじゃーん! He playfully hoisted the wand aloft. Normally, I would have had something to say. But with all the information coming my way, I couldn't manage a word. The same went for everyone else, so we all gawked at Relita in silence.
で、まあ、そこの二人を見たばっかりじゃ、この程度じゃ驚けねえよな。
Did you know about this? That my parents were alive in the tower?
いや、俺も死んだと思ってた。だから二人がここで生きてるって分かって。
Relita stared at my parents, who floated quietly inside the mystic tool. When I'm about to go to sleep, just when you're about to go to sleep, Evan, some exciting things start popping out. Then his gaze shifted to me.
二人を見つけられて嬉しかっただろ。
Yeah, at this rate they'll never open their eyes again though, right?
心配するな。それくらいラリーダ様が何とかしてやるからさ。
Oh my, oh baby stream when? Soon, maybe?
なんとかするって。ドラゴンの呪いは俺が解けるけど、絡んだ魔力は。
Vilio was clearly confused, but Relita cut him off with a shrug of his shoulders.
大丈夫だ。絡んだ魔力は俺のだから。
I knew it! Come again?
こいつらが帰ってきた日、お前が心を凍らせた日に、何とかして助けなきゃって必死で俺の中にあるありったけの魔力を二人に注ぎ込んだ。命を活性化させる土の魔力があれば助けられると思ったんだが、原因がドラゴンの呪いだったとはな。それを知ってりゃもう少しマシなやり方もあったんだろうが。
この呪いはドラゴンにしか解けない。ラリーダが魔力を注がなかったら、そのまま死んじまってたと思うぜ。
He laughed bitterly at the comforting words.
そう言われればまだ救われるけどよ。
Alright, good night, Evan. Sleep well.
結局その後、ピクリとも動かなくなった二人を死んじまったと勘違いしたのも。
You know one master to rule them and Nightbringer? No, I don't.
魔力の使いすぎでへばっちまって、冷静な判断ができなかったせいだ。おかげで人型にもなれなくなってたし、二人やこいつが連れてかれるのも黙って見てるしかなかった。
He must have felt responsible for that. I wanted to tell him it wasn't his fault, but the words refused to come.
ビデオの言う通り、呪いと俺の魔力がややこしく絡んだ結果がこれだ。だから俺が始末をつける。
But what's gonna happen to Radie once he does?
このカリタスワンドは土の大精霊セリウスが残したものだ。時が止まった状態の二人の体をこのワンドの魔力で活性化させれば無事目覚めさせることができる。
でもカリタスワンドは他のコアアイテムと違って力が足りない状態なんだよね。
ああ、今はな。だが俺なら
Oh no, wait. Is Radie gonna be stuck in his Fae form again? What do you mean? I had no idea what Relita was saying, but he smiled without giving me an answer.
ミリオ、呪いを解いてくれ。
Vilio was somewhat hesitant at first, but he made up his mind when Relita gave him an encouraging nod.
裁きの呪いを、その役目を終え、帰るべき場所へ戻れ。この俺、ビリオが許す。
His uncharacteristically dignified chant bathed my parents in bright red light. The gameplay without feeling? What do you mean the gameplay without feeling? Mom, Dad!
待ってろ。
Rolita stopped me before I could get any closer. Not this again! It's okay, Lillian, this is not as angsty! He then stepped forward and held up the Caritas wand.
欠けた力は合わさり満ちる。生死の淡いを漂う者たちに目覚めを与えよ。
My parents' bodies were wrapped in the light emitted from the wand. I didn't dare breathe as I watched. They opened their eyes ever so slowly, waking from their long slumber at last.
目、大丈夫か？
Rolita peered on my face with worry. They're just a little puffy.
まあ、あれだけ泣けばな。
Aww. Right after Mom and Dad woke up, they got out of the sphere with the researchers' help. I was overcome with emotion at the sight. They hadn't aged a day. I hugged them and bawled my eyes out without caring with what anyone else thought. Our reunion didn't last long. Now they had woken up, they needed to undergo some tests to check their health. In the meantime, we'd return to the tent.
検査が終わって落ち着けばまた会える。スピレアにも連絡を入れたからよ。明日には来てくれるはずだ。これで家族が揃ったな。
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to be honest.
怖い。
I'm so glad I can see them again, but what if I frightened them? My mom and dad had been asleep for 10 years. In their mind, I was still a 6-year-old girl. I've grown up. Will they accept me for who I've become?
バーカ。あのメリアとライジェルがそんなこと気にするわけないだろう。10年経とうが100年経とうが、お前は2人の大切な子供だ。ってのは本人たちの口から直接聞いてこいよな。
Thanks, Ralida. His reassuring words melted my anxiety away. Let's just rejoice over their recovery. Just when I'd shed my worries, Sephora brought up the elephant in the room.
で、こっからはお前の話だ、毛玉。聞きたいことは山ほどある。
Radie, so now can you love us? Exactly, Ollie!
なんだよ、ザホラ。怖い顔して。細かいことはもういいだろう。こいつの両親が助かるんだからさ。
よくない。逃げるな、ラリーだ。
Rolita straightened up beneath Sephora's intimidating glare. The peaceful atmosphere turned tense in an instant.
僕もちゃんと聞きたい。ラリーダがカリタスワンドを使った時、とっても強い土の魔力を感じたんだ。
Is Rolita serious?
どうしてラリーダは力の欠けたカリタスワンドであんなに力を使うことができたの？
それは
The Prince and Zafra weren't the only inquiring minds on this one. Eon, Pashalia, and Jinya were waiting too. Amid the tension, I said... Wait, I gotta save. I gotta save! Ollie, you wanna go to the... Ah! I wanna know too. You don't seem keen on coughing up an explanation though. Rolita winced.
そうだな。あんまり言いたくねえ。結構重めの話になりそうだからさ。
We can. Remember what he said before? Good job, thank you! My mom and dad won't mind if I've grown up because I'm still their daughter. The same goes for us. At this point, we can look past whatever if it is you're worried about. No matter what happened or what's to come, you're still our dear friend. I took his hand, hoping to convey our feelings. His hand was freezing cold, so I gripped it tightly to warm him up. Please tell us, we'll listen. After a short silence, Rolita smiled at me with gentle eyes.
ありがとな。ちゃんと話すよ。
All right. Rolita took a deep breath and began talking. Okay, time for Rolita's lore, guys.
まず、コリブスはなんとなく感づいてたみてえだ。
I swear he is the Earth God.
俺は土の魔法で作られた。 ただの動く人形。
A living doll created from. What? Okay, I was not expecting this.
少なくとも最初はそうだったんだ。
Yo, I feel bamboozled. Around 1,000 years ago in Kalida, Celius loved to indulge in research, and one of his projects was making a giant tree. All kinds of creatures gathered under the tree to mix and mingle, Fabius included. They longed to walk and talk as humans. Deeming it an interesting avenue of research, Celius granted their wishes. Upon learning of this, Arthur asked Celius to help him out.
嫌だね。人間と契約なんかしたくない。僕は研究に集中したいんだ。
Arthur wouldn't give up, so Celius gave him a task.
契約したいなら、僕のために高い塔を作ってみろ。
Arthur built the tower as instructed, but it wasn't enough to satisfy the mighty
こんな
spirits.
ちっぽけな塔じゃ何も研究できない。もっともっと高くしろ。まだ低い。もっとだ。
Celius assumed Arthur would quit in the face of his unreasonable demands. Contrary to his expectations, the man kept on building the tower higher and higher. Fabius and Catus citizens alike were moved by Arthur's efforts and lent him a hand. Despite that, they fell short of Celius's demands. Arthur couldn't make the tower any taller with modern technology, so he nearly gave up.
こんなので僕を納得させようなんて肩払いたいな。見ていろ。力のない人間に厳重よ。これが大精霊セリウスの力だ。
The Sage Tower was finally completed with Celius's magic.
素晴らしい塔だ。いいだろう。僕の知恵を貸してやる。
もともとの塔は君が望んだ完璧な塔ではなかった。むしろそれでも協力してくれるのか。
僕は完璧を目指している。だが完璧はつまらないものだ。完璧なものは手を入れる必要がなく、そこで終わってしまっている。不完全なものにこそ発展の芽が、あらゆる可能性が秘められている。
Fun to boot.
研究のしがいがあって面白い。それと協力をするのは、お前たちを見ていて新しい研究課題を思いついたから、その例だ。
研究課題？
得なんて一つもないのに、塔を作るお前の姿を見て幻獣と人間は手を貸した。それは心があったからだ。心があるから彼らはお前を思い行動した。僕はこれからこの不可解な心を作る。
With that, Arthur formed a contract with Celius. Kalida's government was soon immersed in a specific research project. That project was the creation of a heart. A heart resided in the body. Hence, before creating the heart, Celius made a body to carry it. With the same magic he used to give Fabius human form, he built the body out of clay. That body was me.
お前はこの大精霊セリウスがありったけの魔力を注ぎ込んで作り出したこの世で唯一無二の自立型ゴーレムだ。心を作るため、この世で一番感情豊かな種族である人間を作ったつもりだが、表情が乏しいのを除けば360度どこからどう見ても人間。なんて素晴らしい技術。
So basically, Radie is a doll, a human doll that Celius made. And the reason why Radie has so much like magical powers is because Celius transferred a lot of his magic into making Radie. I think, long story short, that's
これ
about
から
that.
人の世で心を自然と学んでいくだろう。つまり僕は心を作ったということになる。自分の才能が恐ろしいな。
I love those laughs.
おい、こういう時は何か反応しろ。僕を褒めちぎれ。
おめちぎる。
違う。変なところで区切るな。僕をちぎろうとするな。ちぎれないが。
Where or with whom will you ship me? Hey yo!
褒めるのはこうだ。セリウスはすごい天才だ。さあ、繰り返してみろ。
I'm so dead. The translation.
セリウスはすごい天才だ。
棒読みなのが気になるな。まあいい。 お前が心を手に入れた時こそ僕の研究は完成する。しっかり学べよ。
I mean, at least we gotta agree, Celius had great aesthetic preferences. Look at how he built Radie, man. Radie is handsome. I spent a long time interacting with people in Kalida to learn about the human heart. People laughed when they were happy and cried when they were sad. I discovered what could spark joy and what stole it away. However, my appearance hadn't aged from the moment I was created and never would. People started becoming suspicious of me, so I went to Celius for advice.
なるほどな。それなら幻獣の姿も取れるようにしてやる。幻獣なら年が変わらなくても不審がられないだろう。
人間を作るはずじゃなかったのか？
僕の研究の結果、ただの獣は単純な感情しか持ち合わせない。しかし魔力を持つ獣、つまり幻獣は人と同じように思考し、同じような感情を抱くことが分かったのだ。ただの獣にも同様の処置を施したが、こちらはうまくいかなかった。もしかすると魔力を持つものだからこそ人型と人語を手に入れることができたのかもしれない。
セリウス、話が長い。
なんだか生意気になってないか？ともかく人間でも幻獣でも心のありようは同じだか
Oh,
ら
I'm
問
dead.
題ない。
With that super like unimpressed voice, Celia, can you please get to the point?
それで、この姿なのはなんでだ？ケムクジャラで機能的じゃない。せめて今からでも人間の時と同じくらい足を長くしないか。
その見た目で足だけ長いと化け物だ。愛くるしい方が受け入れられや
This
すく、
Radie
心
is
の
is
研究
cool.
も進むはずなんだ。
This Radie is unfeeling and cold.
フェンリルなどのように凶暴な見た目では人間と馴染めないだろう。あの幻獣に人型を与えるときは僕も相当緊張したからな。鋭い爪、でっかい牙、野蛮だ。
セリウス、また話が長い。
生みの親に対して文句を言うな。ともかくそのラブリーな姿はアーテイルの間違いなく気に入る見た目だ。
I'm too stunned to speak.
これなら子供相手
Surprise
にも近
Pikachu
づきやすい
face.。
子供は感情むき出しで大人よりも不可解だ。つまり研究が進むということだ。
はあ。
I am very happy all your proofs of you taking it back as your dad. Once Celius granted me a Fae form, my life in the city became more convenient. No one asked about my age anymore. On the other hand, I felt real isolated since I wasn't human nor Fae beast. My complex grew more and more over time. One
セ
day,
リウス、来たぞ。重要な話ってなんだ？
そのまま動くな。
a searing heat ran through my forehead.
成功したな。さすが僕だ。
A hard object was embedded between my temples.
なんだこれ？石？
それは土の活性化の力を凝縮させたカリタスだ。これがある限り、お前は僕が消えても動いていられる。
消える？何言ってんだ？
カリダも随分発展したし、アーテイルとの約束は果たせただろう。僕がいなくても問題ないはずだ。
No. Oh, hey, yo, Radie still disapproved.
それなら、これからは研究だけに集中すればいいだろう。なんで消える必要があるんだよ。
他の大精霊同様のことをするまでだ。僕もアーテイルのおかげでこれまで様々な研究をすることができたからな。土の魔力を凝縮させたワンドを残す。これがあればある程度のことは何とでもなるだろう。だが最高傑作であるお前を土に戻すのは尺だ。それだけは避けねばならん。よってワンドに入れる力の半分はお前に入れた。
なんだそれ。めちゃくちゃだな。
And that's messed up.
めちゃくちゃ褒め言葉だな。僕は自分の研究を優先したまでだ。
We're just all kind of like trying to process what's happening.
最低限の力は備わってるんだから何の問題もない。それに何度も言っているだろう。完璧なものはつまらない。
He chuckled when he said it at the same time.
なんだ、分かってるじゃないか。そうだ、完璧なものはつまらない。ワンドもお前も半端者だから努力し、 成長するのだからな。
そんなだから偏屈だって言われるんだぞ。同じ大精霊でもオリエンスの水の大精霊レーベは民に愛されてるってのに。
その基準がおかしいんだ。僕たち精霊からすれば人間に甘い
I'm
レー
just
ベ
trying
の
to
方が
absorb
偏
the
屈だ。
situation, man. Like, it's kind of a long, like, I mean, Radie's past story is a little long. I hope we're getting a chew after this, seriously.
さて、これまでは行動範囲を僕の力が及ぶカリダのみにしていたが、見聞を広めてたくさんの人と会うがいい。そしていつか僕が目指した結果へたどり着き、僕の研究を完成させておくれ。
それからセリウスも他の大精霊同様、力を注ぎ込んだアイテムを
Aw,
作って消え
Radie.
た。セリウスのおかげで自由と永遠
This
の
feels
命を
short
手
on
に
the.
入れた俺は
Really? I think maybe it's just my attention span then. That's kind of shorter.
そんで今から10年前にお前の両親に出会って今に至るって感じだな。
So the parental figure you mentioned before is the great spirit Celius. Now it all made sense why you knew so much about Celius back when we discussed the show's program.
つまりラリーダはカリタスワンドの片割れみたいな存在ってこと？
そういうことだ。ワンドの力が他の都市のコアアイテムの半分しかないのも俺が使えば補強できるってわけだな。
So you can't keep traveling with us because.
本来大精霊が作ったコアアイテムってのは国身の上がバレちまった以上仕方ねえ。俺はコアアイテムの半身としてこの力を国に捧げる。これからはフローラの種を量産する任務に就くんだ。そんな顔すんなって。もうおもりも必要ないし、代わりじゃない本物の両親だっているだろ。
An hour? Oh my goodness. I want you, Relida. Of course I want you. Why does Relida have to go and make seeds, man?
Eh?
His eyes widen at my brash admission.
あらあら。あなたったら大胆。
Yo, at this point, it's like no time to be shy, okay? Gotta spell it out. It's not what you think it is, alright? I cleared my throat and corrected myself, willing my feelings to reach him. I need you, Relida, not as my parent, substitute, or my caretaker. I don't care what your role is or whether you're in your human or fae form. I want you to be with me. I treasure you. Frankly, I wanted to say I loved him, not wanting to burden him with it again. I opted for treasure instead. Perfect job! Hey, thank you, Ollie. Relida offered a soft smile.
お前にそれだけ思ってもらえただけで俺はもう十分だ。俺はお前の幸せを願ってるって言ったろ。だからさ、
We can't be happy without you!
喜んでくれよ。お前、俺の願いはずっとそれだけだ。
I got choked up hearing that. Relida had worked hard to make me smile again after I lost my parents. He even sacrificed his freedom and saved my mom and dad to make that happen. Is there nothing I can do for him?
旅を続けることはできないの？フローラの種を作るのはそれからでも。
Radie, we need to be happy too. Exactly.
フローラの種を作るのは急ぎみたいでさ。旅が終わるのを待ってる余裕はないらしい。
俺はカリタスワンドの使い手みたいなもんだ。簡単に持ち場を離れられねえよ。迷宮森だってそうだろ。
まあ確かに似たようなもんだよな。コアアイテムと同等の存在にうろちょろされても困るだろう。
その通りだ。これよりラリーダは半永久的に国に仕えることになる。ただ家族はいつでも会えるよう最低限の配慮はなされるはずだ。
I knew Alice was making a real compromise. It wasn't like we were parting ways with Relida because we wanted to either. Circumstances just didn't allow us to be together. He had to help produce flora seeds. Since this is an issue of national interest, Rolada won't be let off the hook no matter how much I puff and pout. Alice, F you, seriously. He's given me so much, yet I can't do a thing for him now.
ラリーダはいつまでサーカスにいられるんだ？
まあ早い方がいいってことでな。明日にはカリダの学術棟に移動しようと思う。
That soon?
では明日は朝からラリーダの送別会だな。
それなら明日は朝から酒飲んだっていいよな。
Yeah, just for tomorrow.
そんな暗い顔すんなって。国宝としての俺様の暮らしは超ゴージャスなはずだ。心配するな。
Rolita was all smiles in his effort to cheer us up. It didn't work though, we were feeling too down. Despite the gloomy atmosphere, we returned to our respective tents when it started getting late. Leslie, keep up the good work! Ah! Are you still awake, Rolita?
起きてるぞ。どうかしたか？
His voice rose up from the hammock nearby. It crushed me to know this was our last chance to talk. My tears threatened to spill at any moment. You're in your Fae form, right?
そりゃこのハンモック、人型じゃ乗れねえからな。どういう意図の質問だ？
I got up from my bed and walked closer to the hammock.
なんで俺を抱き上げてって、待て待て待て！
Why?
何じゃねえ！俺をベッドに連れ込もうとするな！
We always slept together until recently, though.
それは俺が人型になれなかったからで。
But we're family, right? Plus, you're gonna leave tomorrow, so let me sleep beside you. That'll be enough for me. Still a no?
ああ。
Rolita had been flailing his short limbs in an attempt to resist, but he went limp in surrender then.
こういう時のお前は絶対引かないからな。
I want to sleep beside Rolita in human form. Rolita curled up on my bed. Thanks for indulging me. This was my last night with Rolita. I wanted it to be special. Maybe this was a little too bold of me, considering I had feelings for him. I figured it'd be fine since he was only sleeping near me and in his Fae form at that. I feel like I'm a little kid again when you and I chat like this. Spirit would force us to sleep early and we'd slip into bed together. If I had trouble sleeping, you'd tell me a bedtime story. I remember them all. A lake guarded by a big fish, a volcano where fire spirits are born, a mysterious tree filled with limitless sweet water, an island path that only appears at night due to the ebb and the flow of salt. Were all of them based on your experiences? Ever since he parted ways with Celius, Rolita was a nomad who never settled in one place. Until he met my parents, that was. He must have seen all kinds of places, more than we did during our trip.
ああ、だいたい俺が実際に見たやつだ。多少脚色してるやつもあるけどな。
Oh, I wanted to travel the world with you again, Rolita. I accidentally slipped my heart's desire. I wanted to keep it all to myself, but my lingering drowsiness loosened my tongue. Yet Rolita apparently felt the same way.
俺もお前と旅したかったよ。
I was taken aback. I never expected him to agree with me so openly.
1000年生きてりゃいろんなものを見てきたわけで。
I don't want to go to sleep with a heavy heart again.
面白い村や町を知ってるんだぜ。お前に案内してやりたかったところはたくさんあったんだ。なんで知ってるんだって怪しまれると思って言えなかったけどな。
Let's travel once you finish your duty then. You should be able to live for a while once you're done producing the flora seeds. Oh, I know. When Circus's journey comes to an end, I'm gonna ask Miss Match to let you travel with me, so... I wanted a promise. A promise I could hold on to. A promise I could hold on to while Rolita was away. However...
王様に願うほどかよ。そうだな。いつ
Because
か
that's
そうなった
Sue's
らいいな。
job. Even though we were at the same mind, he wouldn't make it a promise.
とにかくだ。俺は明日からカリダで頑張る。 そんでお前
Sorry,
は
Sue, but you're
旅を
from.
続け
What
るんだ
does
ろ。
that mean, Ollie?
サーカスのやつらと一緒ならきっと大丈夫だ。最初はどうなることかと思ったけど、あいつらみんないいやつだから。だから、お前を任せられる。元気で、幸せにな。
I mean, we could, but I don't think that like game-wise it makes sense. If I guess and the flow would break if we just like said bye, because there'd be no more circus. I couldn't tell how much I wanted to stay, how much I didn't want him to leave. To comfort me, Lolita stroked my hair with his front paw, and eventually I fell asleep. I jumped out of Tsukasa's bed and shifted into my human form. She let out a low groan when her bed shook. Equipped with new features, cleaning agent Rolita has successfully been downsized. Now I can bring him around. We'll be together forever. Hee
まったく、どんな夢見てんだか。いつでも一緒か。
I knew she wanted to be with me. However, I was an imperfect being. I couldn't give her a normal, happy life no matter what. The best I could do was foster an environment where she could get that for herself. Maybe I'd already done that when I saved Rigel and Maria.
きっとこいつは大丈夫だ。これからみんなに囲まれて。
I want Radie to stop making decisions in our place, seriously.
大丈夫じゃないの。むしろ俺の。
Perfect is boring, exactly. We don't need a perfect, happy life. We need you. I gingerly kissed her forehead. How would she react if she woke up right now? I doubted I'd ever find out, but that was fine.
お前が笑ってくれるなら、俺は何も惜しくないんだ。だから、幸せになれ。
Then you wouldn't need me any longer! I raised myself up the bed. A faint light was spilling into the tent, so the sun must have been up already. Morning, Rolita? Where'd you go? I couldn't find Rolita on my bed nor in his hammock. Did he go eat breakfast first? He should have woken me up. Stupid Radie, really? Baka! I headed to the common area and found Eon bursting with energy as he prepared our breakfast. Morning, Eon. Sorry I couldn't help you out. I should have woken up earlier.
気にするな。ラリーダの送別会ではあるが、あなたのための会でもあるだろう。
For me?
長く一緒に暮らした家族と離れるのは悲しいだろう。今日はラリーダのことだけ考えていればいい。
Oh, sorry. I'm too emotional. I keep clicking too fast. Oh, okay. Thanks, Eon. Have you seen him around at all?
いや、共有スペースには来ていないが、テントにはいなかったのか。
Nope. I wonder what happened. Crying. Me too. Everyone emerged from their rooms one by one. I'm just cosplaying as Waterfall. I'm just sweating from my eyes. Except for Rolita.
こんな日なのに一体どこに行ってるんだ。
俺、町の方探してくる。トラブってるのかもしれねえしさ。
Lily was about to leave the tent, but then
全員揃っているか？
Alice stopped by our place.
アレスト、ちょうどいいところに。今ラリーダがいなくなって大変なんだよ。一緒に探してくれねえか？
そのことで来たんだ。
No, don't tell me they took. Oh my god.
ラリーダなら学術棟にいる。
We're supposed to have a happy ending, maybe next stream. Without filling us on the details, Alice escorted us to the tower laboratory. My stomach churned as I wondered if something bad had happened, but Relay seemed the same as ever when we saw him. Thank goodness you're here.
たく、心配かけさせやがって。学術棟に先に行くならそう言え。
事件に巻き込まれてなくてよかったよ。あ、でも送別会どうしよ
う。学術棟の屋上に食事を持ち運んで送別会をやるのはどうだろうか。
それならラリーダも移動しなくて済むね。
ラリーダ、どうしたんだ？さっきからだんまりだけど。
Indeed. Rolita hadn't said a word since we'd arrived. He only stared at us blank-faced. What is it, Rolita? My timid question finally got him to speak.
お前たちは誰だ？
What? What? What is this? No! This is an emotional roller
お
coaster.
前たちは誰だ？
Rolita stared at us with eyes as hollow as glass spheres. Huh?
冗談やめろよ、ラリーダ。今日はお別れの日だってのに。
お別れの日？
He raised a brow, looking truly lost. Rolita isn't one for deadpan jokes like that. You really don't recognize us.
忘れるって何をだ？俺とお前たちは関係者なのか？
His skeptical question was like a blow to the head, and it had me reeling.
あーちゃん、これは一体どういうことかしら？
今朝、学術棟の研究者が塔の前にラリーダが立ちすくんでいるのを発見した。彼がここに来るのは今日の夕方を予定していたため、不審に思った研究者が話しかけたところ、その時点ですでにラリーダは記憶を失っていた。放置するわけにもいかないから、急遽保護した。
Don't tell me Rolita purposely deleted his memories. Don't tell me he purposefully deleted his memories so that we could forget him easier and then he could forget us and not feel pain. What is this?
今のラリーダの状態、記憶喪失。
This is preposterous. Okay, I do not accept this. How can that
い
be?
や、記憶喪失ってだけじゃないよな。明らかに別人みたいな態度だぞ。
ラリーダはもっと表情が豊かだったのに、今のラリーダはなんていうか冷たい感じがする。気配がまるで別人みたい。
Rolita didn't bat an eye even though Calivas had called him odd.
記憶を失っただけで人格すら変わってしまうのか。
ただ記憶を失っただけじゃこうはならないはずだ。
ああ、君たちが来るまでにラリーダには検査を受けてもらったが、彼の持っていた力は全てカリタスワンドに移されていることが分かった。その結果、ラリーダは記憶とともに感情も失ってしまっている。
No! What? He lost him, really?
なるほど。感情もなくしたから別人みたいになってるのか。
けど、昨日は確かにあんたのテントで一緒に寝てたよな。
Yeah, he was the same as ever before he went to sleep.
調べたところ、カリタスワンドの保管場所に侵入者の形跡があった。おそらく彼は深夜のうちに学術棟へ忍び込み、自分の持つ力をワンドに移したんだろう。ラリーダ自身が力を放棄し、カリタスワンドを完成させる。
I swear Rolita did it on purpose! Smack him! Smack him! He gave up all of his power?
昨日のラリーダの説明だと、ラリーダが今生きてるのは大精霊の力のおかげなんだよね。
I swear this man's is aggravating.
それを放棄するなんて。
まるで自殺みたいなものね。一体どういうつもりで？
Death. Why, Rolita? Why would you do this?
とにかくだ。俺は明日からカリダで
Oh my
頑張
god.
る。
Rolita really planned to never see us
旅
again.
を続けるんだろ。
Goodness gracious.
サーカスのやつらと一緒ならきっと大丈
Oh,
夫
it's
だ。
gonna become dust,
最
man.
初はどうなることかと思ったけど、 あいつらみんないいやつだから。
Yo, this is top 10 anime betrayals,
だから
okay?
お前を任せられる。元気で幸せにな。
His voice and expression from last night were vivid in my mind. He told me he was going to work hard in Kalida while I traveled. So why had he done something so drastic? Rolita, you... My mind was such a mental mess. I couldn't even cry. It didn't feel real.
ともかく現時点でわかることは、今のラリーダは全ての記憶と心を失っている。つまりセリウスに生み出された時のまっさらな状態に戻ってしまっているということだ。
Alice gave us a more detailed explanation after that, but it went in one ear and out the other.
おい、よそ見してると転ぶぞ。
Sorry. We returned home after our talk in the sage tower. We were all still extremely confused. My steps were faltering and unsteady. It felt so unreal, like I was dreaming. Rolita sacrificed himself. In transferring his power, he all but killed him.
まずはテントに戻ってあったかいものでも飲もう。
ちょうどあなたの好きそうなフレーバーを買ってある。戻ったらすぐに入れよう。
Thanks. I could only nod as everyone tried to lift my spirits.
おい、毛玉。お前も黙ってないで何とか言え。忘れてるって言っても当事者だろ。
Are we gonna help Rolita get back his emotions?
無視するとはいい度胸だな。
毛玉って俺のことか。
Yo, the emotional trauma Radie has given us since like last stream is unrepairable. Safra didn't have it in him to make another sarcastic quip. He went quiet with a sour look on his face. I looked up at Rolita beside me. Now that he'd shifted his power to Karita's wand, the core item was as strong as all the others. It would be more than enough to mass-produce the flora seeds now. For all intents and purposes, Rolita had freed himself to return to us. He didn't have to stay in Kalida as long as the wand had enough power. I'm happy he's with us again, but not like this. Sadness threatened to overwhelm me every time I looked at him. His face was devoid of its usual spirit. What shall we do now? I couldn't think of anything. Rolita always came to me when I was feeling depressed. He'd soothe me and listen to me, to my every word. This Rolita with us now just tagged along without saying a thing. The kind, gentle Rolita who always went out of his way to lend a helping hand was nowhere to be found. I feared I'd lose my way amid the gloom and a dark world without him. Right then, a little girl in front of us tripped on a bump in the road and toppled over. Her ice cream miserably dropped to the ground. Yeah, so now he's gonna travel with us again. Oh no, I had to help her. Rolita beat me to it, though he was already standing next to the girl. For a time, he stared at her in silence.
なあ、どうしてお前は泣いてるんだ？
What? Instead of helping her, he asked that question with a wholly blunt effect. What are you saying, Rolita?
何って、心を学ぼうとしている。
I think we're gonna have to help Rolita relearn his emotions. How can... The Rolita I knew wouldn't do such a thing. He'd walk toward the girl, comfort her, and tend to her injuries. He had empathy. But this Rolita he didn't understand. He continued to stare blankly at her. The Rolita I know really is gone. I wanted to help out the poor little girl, but I was too stunned to move. The other circus members stepped down on my behalf.
君はとっても可愛いから風の精霊さんにいたずらされちゃったんだね。
Basala crashed out in front of the girl, wearing a captivating smile. Surprised, the girl stopped crying and studied him with wide eyes.
でももう大丈夫。水の精霊さんが君を励ましに来たよ。ほら。
Basala gracefully waved his hand. When he did, a horse made of water appeared in the air and galloped circles around her.
よし、次は俺だ。こ 転んだ膝が痛いよな。血は出てねえみたいだけど。痛いの痛いの。燃えちまえ
Vilio shot a big flame into the sky. That girl rubbed her teary eyes and started clapping as Vilio fired off blast after blast. I think we're just so emotionally shocked that we're just like all Pikachu face. After that, Zafra approached
お
her.
や、お嬢さん、ソフトクリームを落としてしまったんだね。僕が魔法で時間を巻き戻してあげよ
He covered the fallen dessert with a
う。
handkerchief.
3、2、1、それ
When you whisk away the handkerchief, the ice cream was completely gone.
よーく探してごらん。近くにあるはずだよ。
She pointed at Eon, who was holding an ice cream in his hand. He must have gone to buy one while the others were distracting her. He stood while still holding the treat, not saying a word. Eon did look pretty imposing when he was silent, so I couldn't blame her. Callivus walked up to her with a smile.
大丈夫。あのお兄さんは怖くないよ。ほら、見て。
He raised his hands and cast a spell. Flowers bloomed all around the big guy. I figured they had sprinkled some seeds around Eon beforehand. Eon made a simple bouquet with the flowers and gave it to the girl along with the ice cream.
足元には気をつけてくれ。時間は何度も巻き戻せないからな。
She beamed so brightly that her earlier tears might as well have been a mirage. Taking both the ice cream and the bouquet, she waved at us and trotted us home. We are all shocked
今
for
の動
life.
作に何の意味が？痛みは消えてなくなったりしない。時間も巻き戻ることはない。嘘をついてどうするんだ？
I was speechless. He didn't understand a thing. I'm just cosplaying as waterfalls, trust me.
今のは少女を喜ばせようとしてだな。
嘘をついたのに喜ぶのか？
理解できないなら、その辺で口を閉じとけ。
そうだね。今までのラリーダと違いすぎて困っちゃうかも。
口を閉じろ。なぜだ？俺はセリウスに言われた通り心を知ろう
Trust
と
me,
し
it's
た
better
だけ
to sleep. Yes, 2 more minutes and I go get some Z's. And as Lillian, I'm gonna be cosplaying waterfalls while I sleep.
心なんてお前はもうとっくに知ってるはずだろ。
Lita's lips parted in surprise.
さっきの子供の対応だってそうだ。相手のことを考えてパフォーマンスしろって
Don't think Sue can
お
sleep.
前が教えてくれたんだぞラリーダ。
俺が？
そうだ。
俺は知らない。今の俺に心はない。どうしてお前は声を荒げるんだ？それは怒り。
Now they're all so frustrated. They're all triggered. They all want to smack Rolita. Vilio's face contorted in frustration and sorrow. I tried to say something, but words failed me. I couldn't even face him. This Rolita was more than a departure from the one we knew. He was a total stranger. I couldn't help but mistake him for the usual Rolita since he looked the same, but he was a completely different person on the inside. We stood there as an impasse. The unexpected interloper broke the
やか
silence.
ましいと思ったら、あんたたちなんでこんな往来で喧嘩してんだい？
Alright guys, we're gonna stop here for tonight. Spiria's here. Time to go sleep. We're gonna sit on this and hopefully things get better I think next stream we're gonna finish Radie's route. But else, thank you everyone for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this. Although we were triggered, we have trauma and we're all sad and we're going to sleep as waterfalls. But take care guys. Have an amazing weekend. I shall see you all very soon. Bye-bye.